Hey guys, welcome to Manifesting Better. I'm back with another video and another topic that needs to be addressed. I also have an Instagram account. The link for that is in the description box below. Coaching is also available. The link for that too is in the description box below. In this video, I will be talking about a topic that has came up a lot, and a lot of people have actually asked me to make a video on this. So the topic is how to deal with your fears while manifesting. Now these can be anything, any fears, and I will actually categorize them into two parts, but these can be any fears. Because we hear this a lot that don't act on your fears, don't do this, don't go for this. But how do you actually deal with these fears while manifesting? What are these fears and why do they come up in the first place? I will be covering everything in this video. So a lot of what I'm going to be talking about here, if you already have my self-concept course, because a lot of people have went for it. So if you already have it, then a lot of it is already covered there. But you can take this as a summary. For the people who don't have my self-concept course, this can be a good introduction to how to deal with your fears. So let me tell you the two types of fears. The first type of fear is a self-limiting fear, in a way that if you don't act on that fear, you're not going to grow as a person. The second kind of fear is that if you keep acting on that fear, you will not grow as a person. Let me explain. I know it got a little bit confusing, but let me explain. So let's talk about the first kind of fear. The one that if you don't act on it, you're not going to grow. You're not going to get what you want, yourself what you want. Now, these are fears where in your mind, there is a limitation that you have put on yourself, can be because of any reason, and you are very afraid to act on that limitation and to grow and surpass that, because you are afraid that if I do that, then I won't get what I want, or if I do that, then I will not be at a level to achieve my manifestation. This happens with people when I tell them to work on their self-concept. So they are in a zone where they have seen a lot of content where they are worried about the fact that if they work on their self-concept, they will not want their specific person anymore. And this can be anything. Maybe they are worried about putting up boundaries because they know that if they put up boundaries, maybe the other person will retaliate. Maybe the world will not take them seriously. They are also maybe afraid to do what they love. This can be in a business sense. So maybe I have a business idea, but I'm afraid to work on it because I'm afraid of failing. So these are fears that you will eventually have to act on. These are fears that will help make you grow as a person. Let me give you examples. Firstly, the major discussion about the self-concept part. That if I work on my self-concept, what if I lose the desire to be with my person? You have to understand that whenever we want to manifest a specific person, it's not just an unconditional feeling of love. There are a lot of things involved there. It's love, it's obsession, it's a story of rejection, it's some fears. Like it's a lot of things that are there. It's your fear of abandonment. A lot of things that in addition makes you want to actually manifest that specific person. Once you will work on your fears and you will work on your self-concept and you will grow as a person, this doesn't mean that your desire will go away. It's the obsession that will go away. It's the abandonment issues that will go away. It's your fears that will go away. It's the rejection story that will go away. The people who say that I started working on my self-concept and I stopped wanting my person have in their mind accepted the fact that I did not want that person in the first place from an unconditional love place. I only wanted them to satisfy my ego to certain extents, which is fine. But once they work on that self-concept, that isn't attractive to them anymore. So if you are sure that I have a desire for this person, which you probably do, if you're watching this video, if you're putting your time and attention into it, then you have a desire for this person. Then don't stop yourself from working on yourself. Growing yourself as a person will only bring the desire closer to you. It will never push it away. That's one. And because you also have to think about it from this side, that if you are working on yourself and you're growing yourself as a person, you're also giving the other person an opportunity to meet you there. You're also giving the other person an opportunity to meet you at a place where they can grow with you, where they can reach your level and you can both live a life that is enhanced because you both are now high value. When I talk about high value people, I mean people who are aware, who have worked on themselves, who stand up for themselves. Okay, the second part comes about the business part. So maybe I'm afraid to start something of my own, or maybe I'm afraid to ask for a better salary because I'm afraid that if I ask for it, I will be fired or anything. I think the perspective here is a fear of failure. And I think that that's a very genuine fear. Everyone has a fear to fail. But here, working on the perspective that I will have to actually work on myself and I have to understand my worth here.
Because if I know I deserve more salary, then I have to understand and truly believe that. No, I'm not saying go ask for it. I'm saying first believe that yourself. I'm saying embody that version of yourself on a daily basis. The person who actually believes in themselves to a level where they know, and it's the successful people, especially in terms of money, I've seen it's an unrealistic level of confidence that they have. That, oh, of course I deserve it. I know what I offer. Same with a business. Know in your mind that the ideas that I have will succeed, because why won't they? I deserve it. I know my value. I know what I bring to the table. Me growing would mean I would help the world grow. When I started this page and I started working on this page, every time I got a new client, it gave me monetary benefits, but it also helped the client grow. So me growing helped the world grow, right? Which is a very good perspective to have. That's why I get a lot of love from my clients, because every time I'm working with someone, I'm helping them grow and they are helping me grow through monetary terms and through what they are teaching me too, because as a coach, you also learn things. That's why I have a lot of success stories, because my intention is also to help the client, which a lot of coaches are doing, which is great. That's why this community, there are negative sides to it, but there are positive sides to it too. A lot of people are getting help because they are growing. Okay, so we got off the topic a little bit, but coming to the second type of fears, these are fears that if you keep doing are not going to help you grow as a person. Now, these are fears of maybe trouble saying no. Maybe these are fears where you are settling. Maybe these are fears where you are accepting breadcrumbs. These are places where you are still stalking them because you're afraid that if I don't, things will happen. So let's get into these examples. If you feel like I am going to be settling for these breadcrumbs, and if I don't settle for these breadcrumbs from my specific person, then that would mean that I won't get what I want and they will never give me more, and you're afraid to put up a boundary. Please understand that the more you keep acting on this fear, you are only going to extend this fear in your life. You're only going to make this fear into something bigger. And the more this fear grows into something, you are only going to cement the breadcrumbs that you keep getting. So if you are in a friends with benefits situation and you hate that, the only reason you are in it is because in your mind, this is the way that you get yourself what you want, and you're afraid to actually stand up for yourself. Then please understand that you are also teaching that person that this is what I deserve. You're also teaching that person that I don't have the ability to walk away because I don't believe that I deserve more. I have a video on why it's okay to walk away in the physical world, and I will post it down in the comments below. But if the only reason that you're not acting on your, if the only reason that you keep acting on your fears and you're actually not standing up for yourself is because you're afraid that I won't get what I want, then please understand that right now also you're not getting what you want. You're getting a partial version of what you want, which is not fully satisfying you, which is not fully helping you grow. And you are also teaching the other person and the world that this is what I deserve. I deserve these breadcrumbs. Secondly, a lot of people have trouble putting up boundaries and saying no. Understand that when you are saying no, you're actually not disrespecting another person. You're actually respecting yourself. And you're also improving your bond with the other person too. Because one, you are being honest with them. So let's say my friend calls me and they ask me to meet up, and in that moment I don't want to. I just go, let me tell you how it goes, and I just go for the sake of it. What will happen is that in my mind I will not be fully enjoying, I will not be present there. It will ruin our bond. I will also hold resentment against that person for pushing me to go, and it will just ruin the whole capacity of the thing that we share. But maybe if I would have said to them and told them that, see, I don't want to come out right now because I'm not fully in the mood or I have other things to do, then first they will respect me, because, and maybe not instantly, maybe first they will think that, oh, why is he standing up in front of me and standing up for himself, because maybe in the past I have not done that, so they are habitual of me not standing up. But if I do that, they will later down the line respect me. They will think that that is someone who respects their time. So when I will give it to them, they will also think that it's good because I will be fully present with them. I will be fully available there. Our bond will only flourish. Putting up boundaries is not always easy, but it's essential, because it might not always be taken into a good way in at the first time, but eventually it will be taken into something that helps you grow as a person. There are different kinds of fears like I mentioned, but until and unless you keep extending and acting on these fears, it's not going to help you grow as a person. You see, the embodiment is still going to be someone who's afraid to stand up for themselves. And if you are afraid to stand up for themselves and stand up for yourself, and if you're afraid to face your fears, Why should the world give you what you want? If you are not going to do that for you, why should the world do it for you? It's very simple. To a level, it's very fair that the way that I treat myself and the way that I allowed other people to treat me is the way that the world will treat me. Please actually understand that, because I don't want you to take this as a hit on you. I'm not trying to blame you or put you down. Like I mentioned in the starting, my goal and your goal is the same, to get you your manifestation. But sometimes I am going to be telling you the things that you're not going to be telling yourself. And that's why sometimes it hurts, but it's fine. I wish when I was working on myself, someone would have told me these things. But now I am telling you this because I want you to actually not make the same mistakes I did, so that you can get what you want faster than I did. I will see you guys in the next video. Please have a good one.
Click the like button if you liked the video. Subscribe and turn the notifications on for more such content. Comment down your video suggestions and I will see you guys in the next one.